All right, fight fans, this is Crazy Kevin, and I'm here with UFC fighter Montel Jackson. Montel, how we doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Man, can't complain. Montel, news dropped yesterday. You got a fight coming up. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, man. I'm fighting Saeed Nurmagomedov. Just a fight, man.
Yeah. Now, with the fight night coming up, do you think a win here in this matchup gets you in front of the crowd once again?
Yeah, man. Of course, man. Everyone get you a little closer.
Absolutely. Now, with a win here, I mean, what advantages do you think you have going into this matchup, and where do you think a win here takes you?
I don't know, man. I gotta see when I get in there. I think it's just like a win. At this point, it just takes me closer to the top of the pile.
Yeah. Now, with a win too, you're going to be fighting in Saudi Arabia. What do you think about fighting in Saudi, and do you think you're going to do any sort of sightseeing afterwards?
It seems pretty decent, man. I fought over there during I think COVID on Fight Island, so it probably be a little bit more different and a little bit less restrictive. So you probably go sightseeing and all that stuff after the fight, but you know,
Yeah, no, fair enough. Now you're on a big win streak now. You got four straight now. I mean, what do you think a fifth one will do for the feathers in your cap?
none like I don't know, man. We just got to see, man. I think at this point, like I don't even really worry about that. Like I just got to keep winning. Everything gonna fall in order when you win. So,
No, that definitely makes sense. Now, what are you doing in the gym, training to get ready for your fight?
oh man, everything, man. Just going there every day and doing the work. That's all you can do, really. Just do the work.
Who are you training with for this fight camp?
Just like the people at my gym, man. Ain't nothing special, man.
Do you have to do anything different for this fight camp? Are you prepping any sort of like wrestling any heavier or no?
No, man. It's a regular fight camp, man. You don't want to. You don't want to put emphasis and make it. Some it's not, or you put over emphasis in one area and then you go in there and you don't even use a lick of it. So every day I go to the gym, man, I'm gonna go in there and try to sharpen up every tool I got in my toolbox.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. Now, I saw a picture from an old picture from a while ago. You have previously big hands. You got the same size hands as Francis Ngannou. Do you think that plays a little bit of a factor with your power in your fights?
Yeah, man, it's like having like it's like a ball in a chain, you know. And the end of my arm is like the ball, and me just being able to whip it around, man, it makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Do you have to have some special size gloves as well too?
Oh no, man, I try to get like the snuggest gloves as possible,
Why is that?
so people can't grab it or put their fingers in there.
Now, with me being at the Atlantic City card, there was a couple eye poke finishes. I mean, do you think a new glove would be beneficial in the future?
No,
It's always going to happen, right?
it's always gonna happen, man. It's fighting.
Yeah. Now, another interesting thing too is like fence grabbing. I'm thinking too. I think sometimes somebody mentioned that maybe you shouldn't have your palm on the fence. Maybe you should only have the back of your hand on the fence. What do you think about something
That
like
that that don't make a difference, man. Them dudes, man, dudes that's not trying to get taken down, they're grabbing that fence. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter what type of rules you try to implement. They're grabbing the fence. Like you can't do nothing about it. I just say, far as the referee, like once he see that happening, they, they try to say like, oh, we don't want to interfere in the fight or dictate the fight or whatever. If somebody like doing something egregious like that, man, like by all means, man, reach over there and pull a hand out.
that?
Just reach right over there and just pull it right out. Like, hey, bro.
Yeah. No, no, I definitely agree with you. Now, like when these eye pokes happen and they watch it back on the replay and they see it's like clear as day and the fight's over, do you think eventually they should start getting the habit to maybe just like restarting the fight right then and there?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, man, some of these dudes fake eye pokes and shit all the time, man. So they try to say, oh, we don't go to instant replay. They should. If like if it's a foul or like an offense that's going to like determine the outcome of the fight, they should go right to instant replay like all these other sports, man. They should go right to instant replay and If if the person didn't commit the foul or whatever offense, man, hey, we going right back in that position.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. Now, Montel, you started wrestling a little bit in high school. Can you tell us a little bit about how you started with that journey?
Yeah, man, I started wrestling like my junior year in high school. I ended up getting in trouble, and I think part of the deal, as far as I can remember, Mr. Jones, is that I had to go out for a season of wrestling. And if
Now,
I completed a season of wrestling, then like all the trouble will go away.
with the season of wrestling, do you think that's the best base to have in martial arts nowadays?
Not really, man. That all that stuff is all subjective, man. Like like back in the day, like the game as if like the game is steadily evolving. When like only the greatsies knew jujitsu, they were unstoppable. And then everybody went and learned jujitsu. They learned principles of jujitsu, and that reign was over. Then you had the guys that were wrestling and all that stuff, or they lay and pray.
Yeah,
We went through that era. That went away. You went through the era of guys just laying on guys against the fence and just trying to smother a guy in dirty box. We saw that era. That went away. So it like right now, man, like you have to be able to put it all together. You have to be able to put it all together. You got to be able to be multi-dimensional in this fight game. Like if you're thinking you're gonna go in there and like one skill is gonna reign supreme, you're gonna be in trouble.
yeah, no, absolutely. Now, how do you happen to find the right coaches to trust to help string it together like you've been in the UFC recently?
Man, you gotta get people that's you gotta get smart people, man. You gotta get smart people, you gotta get knowledgeable people. You gotta get people that's on the same journey as you, man.
Now, with you being on a win streak, do you think it's better long term to maybe stick with those coaches, or do you think maybe you should start bouncing around as well too to try to get as much second opinions as possible?
No, man, at this point, man, your game is your game. Like it's too late to try to reinvent the wheel. Habits are already there, skills are already there. It's already been set. Only thing you can do is try to improve what you already got. Anybody else saying that, they lying. They is selling you fucking snake oil. There's no way a person's gonna go somewhere else and they're gonna reinvent themselves or whatever. No,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
not gonna happen.
I was always curious about that 'cause it seems like everyone always has different answers, or like they start losing and they start jumping camps. I was always curious what you always thought about that too.
No, man. Listen, man. People when they lose, man, they only lose. I see them losing because they never adapted or they never improved. As you the bigger you get in this sport, man. Hey, it's somebody out there trying to beat you. It's somebody out there. Hey, you the guy I gotta beat. They see the holes in your game, so you got to see the holes in your game. And you got to try to fill that shit and patch that shit as much as possible, man.
Now, do you have somebody that tells you like, some advice, like maybe, if you're in the gym, like, hey, maybe you could do a little bit better with that, or is it just always you in the gym, like, hey, I know I can get a little bit better, or do you have someone in the gym that's like kind of, always helping you with the game?
Shit, our whole team.
I
Shit,
don't.
our whole team gonna. Hey, they gonna. Hey, they gonna. Hey, I don't give a fuck how good you think you look. They're right to you. Hey, man, you fat. Man, you slow as shit, man.
That cause like ego,
Like,
yeah,
huh?
cause like any sort of like ego in the gym, you know what I mean? Like maybe some guys like constantly on you or anything like that. Do you ever like any sort of ego like that?
Yeah, everybody got a fucking ego, man. It's the fight business. You gonna be in there like, oh no, man. No, they're gonna be like, bro, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. You think you better than me? Hey, bring your ass over here.
Yeah, no,
Motherfucker, yeah, motherfucker, tell you, hey, cut the clock. No rounds. Let's see who for to be last man standing. Man, hey, man, some of the best fights I ever seen in my life has happened in the gym, man. Some of the best fights, the
that,
best fights, man. So like, yeah, hell yeah, man. Everybody's a competitor, man. It don't matter what it is. It could be we could be playing a little fucking stupid game to warm up. Everybody wants to win. Everybody's looking to win. Everybody's looking for an angle. Everybody's looking to get in somebody's head. It is what it is, man. So like Yeah. If somebody tell you that they got no ego, they lying. They're lying to you. If you compete in sports and you have no ego, I don't know what you're doing.
No, no, fair enough. No, I definitely agree with that. You definitely have to if you're going to be like one of the top athletes like you are. Now, with that being said, tell us a little bit about what you like to do outside of the cage.
Oh man, you know me. I'm a restaurateur. I like restaurants. I like trying new food. Going to like new restaurants that like that just opened or been open for a while, and compare a contrast. Um, I like I like reading books. I like vintage records. I like Mopar. I like a lot of old shit, man. I'm 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 not that sentimental, but like it's just certain shit that's just like it just remind me of my childhood and good times of my life, and just be like, oh yeah, that's dope. But other than that, man, I like sneakers. Uh, Not so much into like hype beast shit, but some shit like I buy it, I collect it. I be putting together like fucking Lego cars and like model cars and like little shit or whatever, just to pass time and like try to enjoy myself. I try to enjoy myself by myself. So,
No, that's awesome, man. Now, you mentioned you like to read books. Like, what kind of books you like to read?
man, some help some like self help books. I like Robert Greene. Uh, I like like one of my favorite books I can say probably is like The Great Gatsby, The Spook That Sat by the Door, the autobiography of like Malcolm X, stuff like that, man. Like stuff that's like rich in history, like informational.
That's very cool. Now, with the old records too, what old records do you like to listen to, and what's your walkout song?
Man, my my walkout song always been We Ball by Meek Mill. And then records, man, I collect like stuff from the like they say the golden era hip hop, early 2000s up to like 2005, like that era, the 90s of course, some 80s hip hop, a lot of R&B, soul, funk from like the 70s to 80s, 90s of course.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, you definitely got a lot going on. Now, I thought another thing I read about you is you like to play basketball and cricket. Is that still a thing you like to do?
Yeah, man, hell yeah. I'm a competitor, bro. Like I grew up in the hood, bro. I grew up like we ain't have shit like and we couldn't afford shit. So whatever was free or whatever they supplied like the equipment for, that's what I played.
So, like, how are cricket and are cricket and MMA like somewhat alike at all? I've never played cricket at all.
No, man, you just gotta be a competitor, man. If you got a winning mind state and you always looking to win or be the best at something, like it don't matter what you play, bro. Like you gonna carry that same mentality over there. So it don't matter.
All right, one on one. Who would you like to play in basketball against in the UFC or maybe even somebody in your gym?
It don't matter, man. Anybody.
Everybody.
Anybody, it don't matter.
Love it, man. I love it. Now, you being from Milwaukee, how important is it to represent Milwaukee going into your fights?
Shit, man, like just like being from Milwaukee and like being African American and stuff like that, man. It ain't been too many of us that like came from like Milwaukee or the Midwest and had success or come from where I come from or stuff like that. So it's very important, and I always mention it because I always mention it and always put the emphasis on like I'm from the north side of Milwaukee. Because people see when people look at Milwaukee, they see the nice shit. They think about the Bucks, they think about the Brewers, they think about what's that the Packers, stuff like that. So like I put the emphasis on there just so people that look like me, and from the communities I reside in, be in, like I want them to like empowered, like feel empowered, like, feel like they, hey, it's somebody that look like me that come from where I come from that made it. Like I can make it. So you just like, I try to inspire and, I try to like let them know, like, hey man, it's okay to be different. Like you don't gotta be what everybody wants you to be. Like you don't gotta do what everybody doing. Like it's okay to be different. It's okay to stand by yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's definitely some good advice. Now, Montel, with that being said, earlier when we were setting up this interview, I mentioned that I'm a Taekwondo instructor. I've been training for about 20 years now, and I've been teaching for about 6 years now. And I have about 150 students at my location. My question to you is, what advice do you have to those students every single day to keep coming into the gym and training to keep getting better?
Man, you gotta have self-discipline. Self-discipline is everything. It's everything. Like self-discipline is gonna decide whether your dreams come true or they don't, whether you achieve your goals or whether you don't. Like self-discipline is doing what you don't want to do like you love it, you know? When you don't feel like it, oh man, I'm tired, or oh man, I've been coming here. Like that's the day or that's the time when your self-discipline should kick in and be like, I gotta go to the gym because this where I go. This is what I do. Like this is my routine. If I go to the gym, something's wrong.
Yeah. No, that definitely makes sense. And that's definitely some good advice. You gotta have a routine. You gotta stick to it. With that being said, Montel, it's been a nice interview with you. What is the last message to the fans out there that are going to be watching this video?
Shit, man, tune in June 22nd. It's gonna be a banger.
Oh yeah, man. Now we're looking forward to it, man. Looking to see you get another win, try to get five straight, and hopefully crack the rankings after that, man. So, Montel, thank you again for setting up an interview with us, and we're looking forward to seeing your fight and following your career. Thanks so much once again,
You too, man. Peace, love, and plenty of hair grease, my brother.
man. All right, take care, and looking forward to your fight.